Hello, my cross stitch friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda Mae, and this is my channel, Ardith Design, where we celebrate counted cross stitch, sustainable stitching, and making all the things. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, I'm so happy you came back to celebrate counted cross stitch with me. I have Luna Moon and Loki Apple here to help assist me today. Hopefully there will not be lots of barking as it is midday on December the 8th, 2020. It's a Tuesday afternoon and there might be people walking by the windows. Hopefully there will be no barking. I am in my purple room and I am just so excited to be here. I ended up changing some of my photo things around. Cardinal and a cardinal, those are two Save the Stitches. This was Peace, Shalom is Save the Stitches, and then I stitched this cardinal piece. This is in the December issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. It is by Wild Violet Cross Stitch, Ryan Mack. And then this is out of the Blackbird Designs pattern book, Home for the Holidays. And this is, I love you, baby. Mwah! I love you. You're the cutest. Okay, go get daddy. Go get him. Please. So that's Tis the Season, and it's a cardinal piece, and I love them. This is my gnome tree, and of course pugs. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we can get into this week. I will say that the format this week is going to be a little bit different because I did not do a whole lot of actual cross stitching this week that I can show you. I'm excited that 2021 is going to bring some really awesome things from Ardith Design, me, Amanda Mae. So I am working on several projects that will be coming out 2021 and I'm so excited for that. So I'm trying to enjoy the magical December and looking forward to next year and what the future brings. But remember to, I'm trying to live in the present because it's a gift. So I have one project to show you, and that's Sweetheart Hill by Plum Street Samplers. I did make a bunch of progress on that. It is buried underneath some of this other stuff I want to show you. I have like a show and tell of my favorite patterns that I would love to share with all of you, and it's from the magazine. It's an online magazine called The Gift of Stitching magazine, and so I'm gonna do a show and tell style on that. I have like over 80 pictures of patterns I want to show you that are on my to stitch list / I love this, could someone else stitch it for me? Or I just felt it was so awesome I had to show it on the channel. I also did a little bit of crafting this week, and so I want to show you some of my little crafty things that I did, maybe talk about it a little bit, and I don't know, just talk about cross stitch and stitching all the things. I want to thank all of you who had positive comments about my advent calendar that I sewed. I'm hoping that I will have the quilts back and ready to show next week, and yeah, so I'm excited though. We'll start with Luna Moon. You got uncontrollable butt wiggles. You see that? That's little pug wiggles. We're gonna start with one thing I'm super excited about, and I swear I wove cross stitch into this. Okay, I promise. Okay, this is my first little things that I finished this week. I put the kid, and yes, I know his name, but spoilers, I'm not gonna tell. So this is the kid. I worked on some felt stuff. I made 3 little guys, and one of them has a cross stitch robe. So this is really cool. I'm gonna bring the camera a little bit closer so I can show you better. And okay, I'm gonna move the camera. Here we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I worked on the felt. It's just like strips of felt that I got like at Michael's Crafts, like the 49-cent like polyester felt. And I really wanted to work on something with sequins. So I went online and I found because I went on Pinterest, oh, dangerous place to go. but it led me to a blog about making the baby Yoda, the kid, and I said, yes, please. So it's American felt, and here, I'm gonna pull it right here. I have the pattern pieces, it's free, and I just need to credit the blog person, which of course I'm happy to do. So it's feltandcraft.com, and so they gave the piece to make the baby Yoda. So I made my own version. Well, I took her pattern and then I ended up making a couple other versions that you just saw. So here, this one isn't done yet. I added just the plastic black eyes. I cut it out with my good scissors and I stitched it with just the 12 weight cotton. And like I secured the eyes with this, it's like a brown black. And so this little guy still needs his arms, but I started working on a prototype little robe for him. And I swear, it's got cross stitch. It's not done yet. I took a piece of 14 count Aida fabric and I cut out, and then I started like developing to work on making the robe that wraps around. I did some WIP stitches. I added 2020. I consider, oh, I'm knocking you all over. Let me move, I'm moving my leg. I considered working or making this and not putting the date on it. But then I thought, this has been such a memorable, the Mandalorian show has brought my kids together. We watched the last episode like 5 times in a row, like no joke. It comes out on Friday and then we watched it every day since. And I think 2020 is the time that we all sat down as a family and watched a show and we all enjoyed it. So I wanted to commemorate that. So when this is done, I just freehanded some other stuff. I'm gonna stitch this down and then this is gonna go over him like this. Obviously the butterfly clips will not be there, but this is gonna wrap around like this and say 2020. And then the back, it has this. And I'm really happy with this. Again, I credit the blog. I'll have that link below for making this one. And then this I just came up with, but I made the 2 different styles. So I made this little guy because my kids said they wanted a finger puppet. So I didn't make the body, but I made it like a little finger puppet. And then because I was talking so much about sequins, I decided to try my hand at adding the beads and sequins on here. And I attached his head and finger. So he's got but I set him on one of my spools that I had painted. And I think he just looks so cute. So this is a holiday kid. And then this one I followed the tutorial exactly, except for I added a second foot and my pug is scratching out the window. You can't go out, honey, come here. I added a second foot and then I added the pearls here and the beads and the sequins, and he's got a little bottom, and then I put the little ball in his hand. And I'm really happy. So he's like full, he's got his little body and everything. And I love that. So those are my little kids that I made, and I have it in the Seas Candy sled that I treasure. I got this as a gift. It didn't come with any candy. I got the Seas Candy, the sled as a gift. Growing up in California, one of the best things every year was looking forward to the chocolate box that came out at Christmas time for the Seas Candy. That was my favorite thing, and one of my fondest memories of childhood with like the great grandparents. So they gave everyone the gift wrapped Seas Candy. So anyway, I did that, making memories. Okay, now I really want to do the slide show here on my favorite patterns from the Gift of Stitching magazine. So I'm gonna grab my iPad because I want to show you this, and real fast I pulled winners and already notified them about the cross stitch in the window and the fun crochet for Christmas. I cannot wait to see the pine cone crochet. So thank you all for entering that. And oh, I am quickly approaching 3,000 subscribers. So one of the giveaway things will be for this upcoming week, I will make you a custom kid if you want it. One of these little guys. I will make you one and send you one, but you got to be a subscriber, and you know all the standard Flosstube rules apply. US only, and I'll make you one if you want one, and I can put the little sequins on or not. Yeah, so to enter, you got to say kid, K-I-D. Don't use the real name because spoilers. So I'm just going to search for the word kid, K-I-D, and you have to be a subscriber. So those are my rules. Okay. Okay, I'm so excited. I got a lovely message from Kristen Edwards, and she is the editor of The Gift of Stitching magazine. I had reached out to her to thank her for the free issue she gave out, and I'll have the link below to the 2008 holiday issue, and it has like a prairie schooler and a bunch of awesome ornaments and stuff. Well, anyway, she gifted me the bundle of the 72 issues of the magazine, the digital magazine, in exchange for a review. And I said, yes, please, I would love to. So I spent all day yesterday, like hours. Of course, I played with my kids and, you know, did all the adult stuff that you got to do. But I had the joy of thumbing through 72 back issues of the magazine. And anyway, so I'm going to show you my favorite ones. But first, I just want to say, I asked her about the magazine because, again, I am new to stitching. So I just wanted to make sure that I had all my ducks in a row and knew what I was talking about. So she let me know that the magazine ran from 2006 to 2012, and it had 72 issues total, which this is the bundle that she sent me to review. And at its high point, it had 5,000 subscribers all around the world. Each issue has like a profile of a well-known designer and an interview or an exclusive design to stitch. And there was a few columns on antique embroidery, techniques, blackwork, competitions, pattern and tool reviews. I went through, I didn't actually read any articles specifically, but beautiful. I have a bunch that I have waiting to read. I just looked at pictures this time around, and she wanted me to let everyone know that they're returning because of demand. Hello, Counter Cross Stitch 2020, like people are coming back to stitching, yay! And people are finding stitching, yay! So she said that they came back to sell the back issues, and they're available in yearly bundles. So like you can get just the bundle of the 2012 or the 2008, or you can get like this whole bundle, the 72 issues, and it includes all the Christmas issues in that bundle. So I'll have the links below. I'm not affiliated with this magazine at all, other than reviewing it and showing you all my favorites, okay? Because I'm super excited. Okay, so what I did is I went through each and every magazine and I screenshotted the model image from the magazine, not the pattern. So I'm going to show and tell you, I'm going to show and talk about as we go here. So this is the very first issue 1, and it is a Robert Frost poem, but it's got the woodland things. This is like a coronation sampler, and it's like the pattern to stitch. And I just watched Godmothered on Disney Plus, which was adorable. So when I saw the stagecoach, I'm like, yes, must have that stagecoach. This is a Brooks Books pattern. Look at that little happy summer, and look at the little kitty cat in that. So I love this one. This is on my absolute like 2-stitch. This is so precious, and they're Just Another Button Company popcorn buttons. I did not check to see if they are still making them or not, but it says movie night. The next pattern, this is really cool. This is a punch needle pattern, and I loved the finishing on that, the strawberry. This is really cute. So there was a combination of smalls and bigs, full coverage, antique samplers, contemporary designs, a bunch of really cool things. Look at this, the first chatelaine, and not the last. And this, so cool. This is a Scottish sampler, and it's in 2 parts. So like one issue of the magazine has it, and then another issue. So it's the bee's knees. It's got a Scottish sampler. This is a black work candy corn because we all need that for our Halloween trees if you decorate like I do for Halloween. This little wren, oh my gosh, is so pretty. I love this. And they finished it on a box, and there's even a tutorial on how to finish, which is awesome. Okay, this one, I am so excited. I showed my husband this and he was like, you could make that? Said they gave me instructions. Oh, I could try. Oh, it's got the buttons, Valentine, and it shows you how to make that box. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, this is a Cooler Design Studio full coverage Christmas Santa pattern. I freaked out when I saw this. This is in, I don't know what issue this is in, one of the beginning ones. That is in this magazine. Look at that. So awesome. The next one I thought was so cute. It's a log cabin, and it's just a cute little ornament, like a mini ornament. I'm coming closer. And so there's that. Then we have, this is a black work. And I love the abstract tessellation look of it. This is full coverage, and the kitty cat. Okay, how cute is a little kitty cat? So again, full coverage, the whole pattern. This I thought was so precious. It's snails knitting. Oh my gosh. So that's issue 13. So we're here. This is based on the blue and white Chinese embroidery, but I loved that fish. I thought that fish was so pretty, and it gives instructions how to finish it into a bag. This is so cute. It reminded me, and I don't know if she stitched this exact pattern or something similar, but Pam Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching. I believe Pam stitched one of these. I don't know if it was cherry cobbler or what, but this one is the Buttercream Frosting Sampler by Primrose Needleworks. And I love it so much. This is inspired by the Eiffel Tower, and it's by Mark Davis. And those blues are so pretty. This is the double Dutch sampler, the Sampler Cove Designs. Look at that. Oh my gosh, amazing. Oh, I will say I did ask if I had permission to show these images, and I do, so I have permission. I'm not showing the patterns, just my favorites. I love Valentine's Day. I love smalls. I love pink. All the pink. Love them. Here, this is Waves, and it's on top. It's finished on one of those like Altoid 10s, and it's got the specialty stitches and the charms. Love that. That's issue 17. This, I took a picture. I just screenshotted the actual cover because it tells you how to finish this stitch, which is adorable, how to finish it on top of the basket. And I love that. Okay. This is like on my immediate radar. Okay. Look at this. This is by Brooks Books. Look at the kitty cat and the portrait, the sampler. I love this. It's so girly. I don't know the right term. Sophie's Afternoon by Brooke Nolan. And it says this one has the 18th century French girl reminiscent of a French spot sampler with modern appeal. You'll love the sparkle in her eye and the wonderful soft colors of the Krynic Silk Mori Milk Paint range. And I have not used the Milk Paint Silk Mori. I'm not sure if they still make that. but I love it. Okay, this Maryland Roses Ultimate Needle Book. Look at the finishing on this. So it's the pattern and the finishing instructions. Oh my gosh. Amazing. This is a chessboard. Okay, it's got all the animals. It's got the beautiful border. It's got the sampler border. It's got everything, and it's a chessboard. Hello, all of you who do game boards, I could not. That's issue 21, October. Okay. Gorgeous. How to make the components for the pin keep. This is so cute. Another Brooks Books, and I actually printed this pattern out to stitch it immediately. It's a holiday ornament. It says First Christmas with a little baby penguin. I like it. I probably wouldn't stitch the First Christmas. I would just stitch like him. He's so cute in his little stocking. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, the next one, T for Two. Need I say more? The cover, Prairie Schooler, the 4 seasons. So you can stitch them individually or together. That is issue 25. Okay, look. Oh, I'm hitting weird buttons again. I love her. She's a sampler, the Red Lady sampler. I love her. And with the little bunny. Bunny, yes. So again, contemporary designs, the Biscornu collection. I have never made a Biscornu, but I need to. Here, the sea box, look at that, and instructions how to make it. It's got the seahorse and all the beautiful stuff, and there's bead work. This sampler, another praiseworthy stitches. I really liked the border. To me, it looks like pomegranates, and I love the colors. Another summer design, and the flip-flops have little bead work on the flip-flops. This, I liked the scissors, and it reminded me a lot of Teresa Vanette Kitten Stitcher. She also did a scissor sampler recently, so I really liked that. Okay, so it's broken up over 4 different issues. Is this stand-up calendar, but it's like shaped like a trifold or a triangle. So the months, and with all the different months with the different motifs, and I really liked how the design of the calendar and how that's presented. Here's that free holiday issue, and I'll have the link below. That's the Prairie Schooler I printed out, but there's a bunch of other ornaments that are awesome. Here, I liked the Noel for you, all of those like musical stuff. Again, here's that calendar. See how they finished it in that. I love it. What I like too is that there's a lot of different ways of finishing. And I thought that was really cool too. And the tutorials. I did not read the written tutorials, but they did have photos side by side. This one is the Paws and Claws by Long Dog Samplers. And there's another Long Dog that's like a 4-part series that I think I also included in here. This one, not only is it the sampler with the apron, okay? It's also the full tutorial how to make the doll. And you all know I need to learn all the things. So this is on my list of things to do, is learn how to make a stand-up doll with a really cool apron. And I was thinking, if I did something like this, I could make her a person of color. I follow the reenactor. She is Not Your Mama's History on Instagram. And she talks about things that we should be talking about. And wouldn't it be cool to make a doll and have her be black? And I really like the idea of that. So I don't know. Again, throwing out all the ideas. All right, more calendar. This one is so cute. It's like a fishing sampler. And that's in issue 37. Okay, so it's a box, and it's got this snowman, and it's got the finish. So cool. here, this is like, it's like a 4-part sampler. I just took an image shot of just the first part. And again, several of these issues, the projects are broken up over several issues. Look at this. How to make this black work jacket for a doll with the complete instructions. Look at that. I mean, that's advanced. I love it though. Here is an ink circles pattern. That one is the bramble and the rose. And then we have, this is a Little House Needleworks, and I think there was a profile on them in the Many are the stars I see, yet in my eye no star like thee. Oh. Let's see. Okay. What is that? Is that another chatelaine? Yes, it is. Look at that gorgeousness. This is issue 44, September 2009. Then I thought this was so pretty. Look at that strawberry. I love it. For those of you stitching strawberries. Here's the chatelaine. That's the full. And it's called the Romantic Rose Garden Mandala. With the beautiful gate and all the things. You can see. I love it. This, another like traditional sampler. I liked the moat on the boat with the umbrella. How cute is that? This, again, look at the finishing. Impeccable finishing on that. Midsummer Night Design, Stitching Treasures. These are so cute. The little mini ornaments that are stockings. Okay. Adorable. I need to print him out and stitch him. He's on a green and he's a little Santa and he's ice cream and he's got the cute little on top. I loved this ornament. So the bird, and then it's full covered stitched, and then it's finished with like cording around. It's really pretty. It's by Meredith Downs and it's called Graphic Bird. It's in issue 46. A Prairie Schooler. Issue 46, full instructions on how to make the Santa with the Santa coat and how to construct it with the specialty stitches for that. I want to say that was, I don't want to say what it was, but it's gorgeous and I love it. All right, I printed this one out immediately because who doesn't need a Christmas goat? Ah, so cute. So I printed him out. He is from West Wind Cross Stitch Designs, Barbara, and she has goats and it inspired by her new baby goat. Oh, I love it. This is so pretty. Linda and Angie designed this adorable design, which incorporates easy wool fabric applique. So here's that fabric applique with the, so that heart in the center of the bird is stitched, but this is applique up there. Here is, she's really pretty. She's just so cute. Another one of those boxes with the beautiful flowers. Collaboration spring box. This tropical Quaker sampler. I thought this was so pretty. Of course, I'm saying the same things over and over again. I picked my favorites. Again, these are not, this is not all the patterns. These are just the ones that were my favorites that I picked to show all of you with my running commentary. Here is Fountain Mandala by Elizabeth Almond. I thought that was really lovely. And that was some of the detail work with the beads and metallic and the black work. I wanted to show the close-up because it's really pretty. This box is really awesome. I want to say Brenda Gervais had a couple box finishes recently too, and that I really liked. And so look at the garden with that box and the topiary. Peacock. Oh, that's issue 57 is the peacock. And then there's other little designs. I loved this. It's an autumn and it's got the mushrooms, the brown squirrel, the pretty flowers. If I stitched this, I would not stitch it saying autumn. Oh, another set of prairie schooler ornaments. Okay, look at that little shoe. A Christmas booty. It's so cute. Who doesn't need a little Christmas booty? I mean, come on. Another prairie schooler. This is so pretty. This one was a 4-part. So once I got to the end, I took the picture of the completed design, and this is by the Cat Whiskers Design Studio on Christmas Day Mystery Sampler, part 4 of 4. So that's the, and look at those colors. I love the non-traditional colors for that. Peace, hope, and goodwill, joy, love. This, oh, so cute. Valentine, sewing, all the things. Another ink circles. This one is Woodland Vines. So pretty. The little flamingo. Everyone who's stitching Kathy Haberman's hands-on design flamingos. I have those on my to-stitch list. I have a flamingo on top of our white tree, like a Christmas tree topper, and I need to get stitching some more flamingos. This is Beth Twist's Forget Me Not. I believe she's released this on her own site, but this in the magazine, and they did a profile on Beth. And this was issue 71 in 2012. So the Forget Me Not, which I love. Here's this. This is short and cute and sweet little rabbit. And then here, this was the sampler. I think it was in 6 or 7 parts, but this was the culmination of what it was. And I love the sewing, all of the trinkets. I love this so much. So when it has the charms, and that's it. Those are, I say that's it. There's a lot more goodies and a lot more traditional samplers and stuff that are included in that whole thing. But I went through and I wanted to pick out my favorites to show all of you. And it was fun. And now, like I said, I printed out the Brooks books. I got the little penguin. I printed out this prairie schooler. I wanted to print out the little log cabin one, and I didn't do that one yet. And then the baby goat. I think baby goat's on my immediate radar. It's so precious. And it's charted in, it looks like in DMC. So yay! I want to thank Kristen Edwards again for asking me to review it, and I hope you all enjoyed seeing that little show and tell of some of my picks for the designs from that magazine, The Gift of Stitching magazine, and their back issues. And she didn't tell me if they're going to be coming out with any new issues. These are all the back issues. So, but it's still cool nevertheless. I have my last, I'll show you my work in progress here. It's the one little WIP that I can show you. I worked on Sweetheart Hill, and I hemmed and hawed, and then I watched Emily C. of Eclectic Possessions, and I saw her beautiful progress, and I said, okay, well, I have to follow Emily. Must follow. So here we go. And I decided to go ahead and stitch the words on the bottom. I belong with you. So I went ahead and I stitched the I belong, and I filled that in, and then I stitched the with you, and then started filling that in. And then it looks like the way I've been working on it, I will finish the couple and the flowers up top last. the couple and the flowers. I got all the white in the windows. I had considered, and another Flosstuber or cross stitcher had said that they had left like a couple of the windows, instead of doing it white, with like the yellow or a different color like curtains closed, or yellow like the light is on in that part of the house. I thought about it, and then I decided to just go ahead and do it all the same. I've got one little door handle still stitch, and I'm really happy with it. I am doing just the one thread over two, and I have one of these big spools of so I'm using, I think it's called Off-White, it's 1071, the big spool of Sulky. And if you're interested, I have an affiliate link below to the Sulky website if you are interested in purchasing or using them at all. They're not paying me. Well, I'm affiliate, you know, but I'm just throwing it out there. I really enjoy stitching with their threads. So there we go. And I'm excited to get this worked on. I want to start some other big projects for enjoyment stitching, but I got to work on my model stitching. Oh, boo-hoo. No, I love it so much, and I've been learning a lot, and I appreciate all of you who have gone on this journey with me, and yeah, I just love it. Okay, what am I going to say? Oh, thank you all for your wishes on the advent calendar. It's been a huge success with the kids. My husband ended up having to go into Frederick, which is a town, it's like 40 minutes away, and he went, and they have an H Mart there, which is a Korean market, and he got even more candy for the advent. So he got me Thai, Korean, Turkish, and one other candy to add in the mix. And he got me the matcha, it's White Rabbit, and it's like a green tea sweet thing. Oh my gosh. So yeah, all the candy. If you want to enter my giveaway because I'm approaching 3,000 subscribers, so the word is kid, and I can make you either one, like a little finger puppet, or make you like one of these little guys. Or I can just make you the head and put a little ornament, and you can hang it on your tree or something. All right. I want to thank you all for spending some time with me this week. I hope that you are staying warm, cozy, well, whichever hemisphere you're in. I know we're trying to stay warm and hydrated here in Maryland. I just want to let you all know that I really value you spending time with me. I appreciate you. You matter. Your stitching matters, and don't let anyone ever take the joy of stitching away from you. And age, I hear it a lot. People say, oh, I'm too old to do this, or I'm too old to do that. No, you're not. As long as you're not hurting anyone, and it's bringing you joy or comfort, then why not do it? And send you so much love, and I hope to be back next week to show you some more cross stitch. So take care. Much love. Happy stitching.